Yo, what is up, guys? Today, another trade recap. So, today was a pretty, let's just say, on the technical aspect of trading, my trading was pretty good, right? But on the executing part, it was not that great. Yeah, I would just say it was not good. So, let me get into the trade that I took today. So, coming into the day, we were like, so Friday we had this massive sell off. So, I was looking for some sort of retracement into this in some sense, but we already went quite high above there, I would say, because like all above this, we were already above the 50% of that massive, uh, what's it called, fair value gap that we left behind with the sell off of Friday. So, and usually I don't really use these big, massive fair value gaps when we create these, so I don't really care about that if we make it such a big one. I would just mainly look at the 50% of this, but we already closed above it, so it's not relevant to me as well. I looked on the high time frame. I looked on the 1 hour, actually 4 hour, I think. Yeah, I looked on the 4 hour, and it occurred to me, or I don't know how the word to say, that this rebalances the 50% with the supply. So accordingly, we should be moving higher on the higher time frame, like on the 4 hour. But like this is really really high time frame. But that's just something why this bottom was created. But that aside, on the 50 minute, we had the supplies. We have this demand supply zone. Does not really get respected at all because we move through it uh, with this 3 p.m. candle. So what am I exactly looking for? I'm looking for some sort of area where price could possibly get a reaction from. Yeah, where price could possibly get a reaction. So these couple areas are like the places where I'm looking at. So we have this massive supply right here. I don't like drawing out such large. I don't like drawing this out, for example. Why? Is because this like takes a whole chunk of your whole screen. And if you draw something out this large, you could basically say anywhere in this is valid, but like that's not really what we're trying to find. We're trying to find a good area where we're likely to get a reaction of. So even then, within this, I'm looking for smaller for value gaps, but I don't really find them. So then I'm not meaning for value gaps, but like smaller zones. But then I just find this one. But I'm still keeping in mind that we have this massive supply zone in here within these fair value gaps. So I'm just keeping that in mind as well. So what do I see happening? Market opens, reacts off of this 50% of this fair value gap that we left behind. I mark this out as like I could like mark each individually, but I just mark it out as a whole because this is basically all not tapped yet. So I just mark it out as a whole. So we have this, we respect that level, and I'm also understanding, okay, we're in the supply zone. So we get this move with the supply zone, and I'm thinking, okay, we could see a possible rejection of. What am I looking for to confirm that we're possibly getting a rejection? That confirmation is right here. When we get this market structure shift right here, or you could say from here, but like is within the same candle, we get this market structure shift right here, and then I'm telling myself, okay, where is there room to trade to? So if we get the market structure shift right there, the trade we could possibly trade down to, for example, we could have traded to. You could have said that we would have traded to probably this supply, demand, but comparing these two, it's more likely that we go here. Why? Is because this is not that stronger than compared to this one. Why? Is because if you go in a time frame higher, it will still be there. I think if you go one more higher, it'll still be there. I'm not sure if it's on 50 minutes. It's also on the 50 minutes, so that's why this one is more better than this one, because the more time frames you scan through and it appears every time, that means how strong it is. So I mark this demand zone out. I could have also done something like this, but like I like this in this hole. I started using this as my take profit. So this would have been the best trade that I could have taken. Why? I would have taken this on the 15 second. I will show you as well. So right here, with everything the same stuff, I marked out right there. So 2 minute market structure shift right there. So we get the market structure shift. And then where would have my entry been after the market structure shift? I mark out this supply and I'm just looking, this is above 50% as well, so that's, I can actually sell there. So then we get the tap into this demand zone, I mean supply zone on the 50%. I would have taken my trade from this 50%, stops above probably maybe this high, and then just targeted 1 to 2 RR, which would have been right here. And this would have been literally been the trade, that the best possible trade I would have been able to take this whole day. Why? We were able to identify why this high was created. We got confirmation that we actually could be going lower. We know why we were going down here, and with those things in mind, I was okay. This is actually a pretty good trade. I did not take that trade, and yeah, pretty upset about it. Then I saw some other stuff happening as well. So I see us respecting this level right here. So when we respect this level, I'm thinking, okay, we could be flipping long, right? But from what point on would I actually be looking for longs? When we get another market structure shift, the market structure shift would have been up here. We don't really get that in a sense, but so then I was a bit skeptical about taking longs from here because we don't really sweep this yet. Then I see, but I was so fixated on that long that I missed this, that I didn't realize if we're not getting the market structure shift, what is market gonna do? Move slow, move short. So I didn't realize that. I missed this trade as well, which could have been a 1 to 2 or R as well if I just took this, missed this trade as well. Also, I missed, at this point, I've already missed 2 trades. So keep that in mind. Then what do I see happening is that we retap the zone, but another thing that occurs to me is that we don't get a body closure outside of this zone. On the 2 minute, it's actually all respected in that zone, but we don't get a body closure outside of the zone on the 15-second where I was trading. So in this point of time, I was actually maybe looking more bullish than bearish, but I was just waiting for some more confirmation. And the confirmation that we get is right here. We get this market structure shift right here with this candle. So at this point, I was looking for a retracement from like something like this, but we didn't really get that, and we did not just get it at all. So then price gives me even more structure by sweeping this high. This could be a liquidity sweep, but I was already thinking, if you look at the body closures, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, I mean higher high, lower high. Like we flipped structure right there. So with that in mind, I was looking, okay, if this price were to move long, we have reasoning. We have some sort of reasoning, and that is that we have the supply zone. We could argue that Monday price is usually slow, right? And that price does not need to go down all the way. The only reason why we got this reaction could be saying, okay, we filled this demand zone right here. The reason why we got this is because price needed to rebalance this move because we didn't really have anything within here, but price did not need to like go lower yet in some sort of sense. So with that in mind, I just took the long, but looking back on it, it was not the greatest long. Why? Is as I'm already trying to explain why this long is working, I really cannot just I'm kind of struggling with describing why this long was good, and that's already a point. And with the fact that I already missed 2 entries, that's also adding up to my bad execution, and like those things are concerning, right? But still, even nonetheless, I still take this trade. From where do I take the trade? From this zone right here. Actually, I don't know where I took it exactly, but probably from somewhere around here. I set my stop loss this low. I took this a bit higher. I took this like right here. I took something like this in a sense. Actually, I was targeting this supply zone, so I think I got out before. Actually, I don't remember where. I took something like this. It was a win, but like it was a win on the money aspect, but in my eyes I took a bad trade because I cannot really reason it why it was working. Like I could say this is the low, but like there was more reason to move lower than higher in my opinion. I could say, okay, why would we move higher? That is not really much of a point why we move higher, right? Because okay, I could maybe argue that we moved higher to rebalance this out or something, rebalance this value gap out that we left, or maybe rebalance this supply zone that we left and we haven't not tapped yet. With those things in mind, okay, I could maybe argue in that sense that we still have price higher. But even then, outside of there, I don't really know why. Like, that could have been a good point. I didn't even realize that. Actually, I could have just done that. I didn't realize that, but okay. And we actually respected that level perfectly. Could have taken a trade off of there. Mark structure shift right here. Take an entry off of this zone. Oh my, that would have actually been really good. Looking back on it. Okay, I'm getting kind of sidetracked right now. Take a short lower, boom. Oh, that was my entry. But then, oh my days. That would have been the entry. Nonetheless, was it inside of consolidation? No. Why? It's because we're trending right here. We're trending. But when this happens, we're in a consolidation. So I could have not anticipated that this would have been a consolidation because I was in before that happened. Prices moved up and we hit TP. So yeah, I took a long somewhere around here, 1 to 2 R, and that's the trade. What could have I done better today is that I should actually, when I see a good setup, when I see good reasoning, I just need to take it and not hesitate, because this trade should not have been hesitated. I should have taken that and it would have been a really, really good trade, which I could have been proud of. This trade I'm a bit less proud of, and actually I'm not proud of at all, because there's no really good, and there's not really anything good about this trade. Yeah, there's not really anything good about this trade, I would say. I would maybe, the only thing I did good is that I waited patiently, but beside that, I forced this trade kinda. Actually, I did force this trade, and it's for me hard to explain why I took this trade. So on those two aspects, I failed as a trader, but nonetheless, the things I'm proud of today is that to explain this high, and that I predicted where price could have gone to. Those two things I'm proud of. The things I'm not proud of is that I hesitated with this trade entry when it's a really good entry. That I missed 2 entries and forced the trade because of that entry, because I've missed 2. I also felt it when I took the trade. I felt a lot of emotion. And lastly, that I cannot really explain the trade that well. While this one I can explain really, really good. So that's showing why I feel today as a trader. Nonetheless, yeah, we took a winning trade. I'm not too happy about it, but yeah. Tomorrow, what I'm gonna take with me is that if I have a clear draw on clear zone where price could go to, I know why price did it. I know why price created this high. I have the confirmation with the market structure shift. Just take the trade, because I know we're going there. There's no point. Price is gonna leave me with or without me. Price is gonna go there with or without me. I'm trying to say. So yeah, those are the things I'm gonna take with me. Another thing is that when I already missed 2 entries, I should tell myself, I should ask myself the question, if I'm gonna entry, can I be proud of saying that I entered off of this? Is this an actual good entry? So with those things in mind, I would be taking that as well with me to the next trade tomorrow. And yeah, that's basically for today's video. I will show you the account as well. So 2 trades, 2 winning days on this account in January so far. Hopefully we can win tomorrow, but like, I don't really care about winning or losing in that sense. I would just want to become the better trader. I want to understand these markets better, because this way of looking at the market is kind of a bit more fun. I actually like see why price is what's going here, why price reacted off of here, and what price is gonna do after. Actually, yeah, like the part of what price is gonna do after is a bit difficult, but I'm starting to understand a bit more. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys watch this video. If you guys have any questions about what I'm trading, or if I'm going too fast, or need help with anything about your own trading story, I mean not trading story, but like about your own trading, leave them down below. Subscribe, like, and comment. I will reply to every comment. I will reply. So yeah, make use of that while you still can, because I'm next up. 2026 is gonna be my year. I know it, and yeah. There's no possible way I can fail in 2026. There's no possible way. With the way I'm going right now, there's no possible way. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. this year's gonna be crazy. I hope you guys had a good trading day as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.